it's going to cost us in the region of plus minus 60 billion to host this event. The only known revenue stream is a 2 billion rand FIFA contribution. Okay, at this point in time. I gave you two scenarios, the 33 billion rand scenario and the 63 billion rand scenario. Expenditure, 450,000 visitors. So the deficit, the worst case scenario, my estimate of what the World Cup will cost, 63 billion. You subtract contribution to GDP at 4.9 and known income stream at this point in time. Okay? And that leaves you with a deficit of 56.1 billion. Excluding, importantly, income generated from ticket sales, marketing, advertising, and merchandising. The better case scenario, the 33 billion rand, subtract the contribution from GDP, 2 billion rand from FIFA, and we're left with 26.1 billion. Marketing and merchandising at 15 billion rand, giving you a total of 20. Now, possible break-even scenario then, there was the 26 billion deficit in the best case scenario, and possibly a deficit of 30 billion rand in the worst case scenario. However, this now may be offset or mitigated to an extent by the surplus generated in Treasury in 2007-8 and 2008-9, and the extent to which money had been allocated or rolled over. And perhaps we'll get a better impression of that in the next presentation. So, best case scenario, break even. Worst case scenario, using what I consider to be a more reliable estimate of expenditure, perhaps in the region of about 20 billion rand, if we work out that there's been some rollover. The potential shortfall in terms of revenue generated from ticket sales will be 500 million. The not so insignificant positives. 0.5% contribution to GDP is not insignificant at all. The economy is only projected to grow at 2.3% in 2011 after 10 quarters of contraction, and growth of only 0.9% in the third quarter of 2009. I saw a figure of 3.2 for the fourth quarter of 2009, which bodes well. But overall, the economy contracted by 1.8% last year. In that context, a 0.5% contribution to GDP is not insignificant. 130,000 jobs were created, either directly, indirectly, or in induced terms, mostly through the construction industry.